regarding the game today. Let me just get me up in here. That's it, and there we are. So, right, let's start with Arsenal versus Man U today. First season, and we go Trafford. The talk of the day or the talk of the whole summer has been about the strikers so far. Arthur Sheshko and Man United trying to go for but strikers have ended up at Evil Club, and with the way they're going, we're looking forward to seeing both of them start. Hopefully. But the team lineups have come up. But before giving that to you in a second, if you could just like and subscribe to the channel, and we should get right into it. Right, as soon as you've done that, thank you so much. We should get in. I guess the big news coming from today is Hoyland has been sidelined. Supposed to be a tactical or strategic shift, but there's talks about them trying to push out, Hoyland from Manchester United and him possibly having to look for a new club to go to. And if you see with the way Man United are setting up themselves for this game, they've gone with banging there in the post, gone with Dallo, Delit, Mounds, Fernandez, Cunha, Dogu, Euro, Casemiro, Brown, and Shaw. And on the bench, they've got Sheshko, Ahmed, Mainu, Zeg, and a few other people like Ugarte and them boys, Haven and the rest of them. While Arsenal have decided to go with Raya, White, Saliba, Gabriel Calafiori, Zubimendi, Rice, Odegaard, Saka, Manelli, Gyökeres, meaning people like Norgard, Madueke will be on the bench. The game is going to be an interesting one because obviously everyone expecting Arsenal to get that one striker they've been calling out since for a long time, 2 seasons now since last we got Aubameyang. But here now do what Arsenal want this season, which is to win us the Premier League title. Arsenal Man United has always been a big game, regardless of whatever they are teams finishing last season. It doesn't really matter. Whenever the two teams come together, we've always known that Manchester United seem to raise the game up, not all seem to get into a heated contest when the game starts. In my opinion, one person that always gave me worries or things to worry about whenever this game came up has always been Marcus Rashford. But now that United have sent him to Barcelona for a loan with an option to buy, I don't really think there's anyone in that team that still remembers or still values that sort of rabbit. Because when he first came into the team, I remember a young Rashford into the United team and stuff like that, meeting players like Ronaldo and them lot that were there, Giggsy and stuff. He was a young player and he understood the beef then. Hence, every time we played Man United, he was always seemed like he was most up for it. He could be, in and out throughout the whole season, but whenever he came, he always turned up, and most times he scored. He's not here. I don't really see any other person in there. Ahmed, but Ahmed is on the bench, like I've just said. He doesn't start today. Sure, maybe sure, but Casemiro is not that type. It's not the same kind of thing for him. And Bueno, this guy's just have an idea of what's like from that. I don't see even Maguire that you would think, okay, would have some sort of, is on the bench. I don't see how United possibly want to start this game like this. Maybe Amorim himself doesn't really seem to understand the rivalry here, because if no one has told him, you should be playing, especially the players that understand Arsenal and have seen the Arsenal system up front for the last 2-3 seasons at least. And you're talking about people like Maguire, talking about Ahmed, and to a point, Maino. Even Haven could have helped out in the situation, in my opinion. But I suppose he wants to. You can see this over defender. Delit was once good, trying to make his name back at United. I'm not really sure he's that guy for United as per se, but they seem to stick with him. And maybe towards the end of last season, instead of coming a bit more into it. Maybe that was because they were in the Europa League and he wanted the trophy, which didn't come, unfortunately. But yeah, Mount seems to be finding his form back since the end of last season. Fernandes has always been good for Wolves, but this is Manchester United now against Arsenal. Expectancy, because Šeško is on the bench, like I said, you don't expect him to start. So can he handle that expectancy for Manchester United? Personally, I think it's not going to really be worried about playing for Man U, but against Arsenal, you've got to have that fight in you, have that bite in you. That's what I'm talking about when they say these players haven't had that experience the way Rashford has. It's not just only raising game, you have to have the fight in you because Arsenal will bring that fight to you, definitely. Dogu, I haven't seen much of him play. Heard it's a good player for him to be starting on the first day of the season. You must believe he's a good player. Euro, I've seen of. Euro can play, but I mean, this is his second season. It showed me that he can play in United side. Maybe unfortunate, maybe he could have been better at Real Madrid if he did go over there, but he seems all right to me, not too bad. When the midfield, you're talking about Zubimendi, Rice, and Odegaard. It's going to be really hard for Casemiro to try and boss this midfield today. In fact, when I sit back and look at the midfield of Mount, Fernandes, and Casemiro, I'm kind of finding it hard to see exactly what he's trying to do. But we obviously know that he's going to play the wing back, so you can expect Dalo and whoever's going to be on the other side, Shaw probably coming up, or maybe Shaw might be up 3 or back 2, who knows, wherever he's planning to go with. And he's going to stick Cunha up front, and Bremo is going to be playing maybe as a wing back. You don't be shocked to see Mbemba play as a wing back. And he has to go to the back 3 of Dalot, Delete, and Shaw. Mount, Fernandes, and yeah, I don't know what he's trying to do. I don't really mind. As long as Arsenal play our game, which we know we're good for, we've always had the defense in the Premier League, the best defense in the Premier League for the last 2 seasons. Guaranteed that if we play our game and stay solid at the back, then we can give the ball up front and move things quickly, especially when we see it from, the match against Athletic Bilbao. And between that, didn't do a reaction to that video because I went down to watch the game live in person. And when I got back, how it goes, tired, editing and all that. And a lot of people don't really released everything about what was to be said, to be fair. So if I was just to quickly touch that game, I saw Arsenal and I thought that already it was a team more like what I thought it was, go for. The games we lost against Tottenham, that was an unlucky game of Scully. But Arteta wasn't playing the full squad that we wanted to play yet because I think he was trying to give a chance to those who were still trying to be at the club or for those young players who were trying to break into the first team. He tried out a few other things, just mixing players in who gels with who more and stuff like that. But when we got to the Athletic Bilbao game, obviously the game before the season starts, Arteta knows the importance of Arsenal, fans seeing a win before the season starts, because if it was a loss again after everything that happened, the fan base would probably be super worried today about the game. But saying that, Arsenal did, and we made sure that we won the game 3-0. Clean sheet, Raya made up some great saves in the game. I was there, like I said, watching the Gyökeres goal, got that time literally, but so fast, literally. Even see as soon as the ball gone back to Zubimendi, as you can see the videos, they make it look really slow, but he whipped that cross really fast in, and as soon as that ball came, Gyökeres was already there. Like normally you wait and see where it's going to land or who's going to anticipate to go for the ball, but I think we were all stuck on the ball while Zubimendi still crossing the ball. Gyökeres has already made his move, so as the ball came in, he was meeting that ball in the air across the defender already. Beautiful goal. Saka Martinelli goal, you can see that again. Gyökeres in the build-up play, ball drops to him, pushes it to Odegaard. Chips the ball, goes right over the top. Gets to Martinelli, who's got the pace for it. Martinelli pushes the ball to Saka on the right. Not selfish at all. Saka places in, and we're up 2-0. And when Havertz came on, it's good to see what your strikers scoring before the season starts. So we're quite. But now it looks like we've got 2 good strikers. I don't care what people say about Havertz. For me, he's a striker for our team because that's where he's been scoring his goals from. And most of his goals from, if you want to correct me. But yeah. I think if you've seen the games that started, Liverpool won the first game and they won that 4-2. meaning they considered 2 and the goal difference on 2. Now, Man City 4-0, meaning they've gone above Liverpool. Tottenham won also. I think they should be up above Liverpool, also above Liverpool too. And if you're looking at the teams that are sort of winning their games, not even Nottingham Forest, these are teams that did well last season. And for Arsenal, you do not want to be left behind by, dropping points on the first day of the season against Manchester United. People might say they're not the best side over the last year. It's still Manchester United, and this is still a rivalry game that I'm sure they will turn up for. Arsenal should be winning this game, and if we do win, we should try to just show the rest of the Premier League that we are ready and have them scared, but also to win convincingly so that a thing of goal difference won't be a thing we all cry about come the end of the season. We should be able to score, I don't know, 2, 3, at least put us in the mix there, so that, in points, we still have the sort of same goals that keep us close to, especially Man City. Draw, it's not the end of the world. It's the first day of the season. It's Manchester United. You could say probably players, their fitness up and everything, despite this preseason, a few players coming in late and stuff like that. Personally, I think that if we draw, it's not the end of the world. We do have Liverpool and Man City still to go in this first 4, 5, 6 games, and I'll say we focus in that instant and try not to lose any points. Remember, against the top 6 sides for a long time now, and I want to keep it. At least I'm sure Arteta does also. And if we lose, think about it, but there is a possibility about that still. Mistakes in the day, mishaps, referee, whatever you want to call it, PGMOL, and all that. But I personally think that with Arsenal or regional football, try not to lose this game. Losing doesn't go normally, to if you lose 3, 4 in the season, you might as well count yourself out to the title. Not the same title race, but getting the title itself. Look at the people that have won the Premier League title over the last few seasons. I know it's been crazy, but it sort of rhymes to what I'm saying. I think Arsenal should be drawing this not really bad and could be acceptable, but losing, I feel, would not be acceptable at all. This would not go down well in the fan base, and anyone thinking that we are going to lose this game is having another thing coming for them, because in terms of readiness for the Premier League, Arsenal has shown how far we've come, and Amorim is coming into a new system. He might want to play well, but I don't think Arteta meeting Amorim for a second time is going to come up short. I think he's going to work it out already, and to see how so maybe. Being as stubborn as it is, I'm sure if he sees things are not going well, he's not going to push. He's probably just going to try and change personnel, probably try and bring on Šeško. But I feel if we're up 3-0 at that point in time, bringing on Šeško might be too late. Maybe 1-0, 2-0, bring on Šeško, but yeah. And if Gyökeres does score, you can expect the internet and every Arsenal fan to go ballistic. Your celebration, the mask and everything. This will be what will be. Right. I need to get myself ready for this game myself. I need to have enough time to get everything ready. You know how it goes. I'm going to be doing a live watch along to the game also, and hopefully you join me for that too. Should be doing this all throughout the season. If you want to see any particular game or talk about any particular game that's on throughout the season, just drop a comment in there, let me know, and I'll make sure to cover that game, come on live, and we can discuss about it. In the meantime, I'll say my predictions, and then you can give yours in the comment down there. If you drop a like and subscribe to the channel also. I personally, there's a scenario where both teams score, and there's a scenario where only one team scores. And the one I favor being only team Arsenal. And I reckon if we score and the only team to score, we win 3-0. But just to say, if you know, and I know this might not be seeming like I'm actually giving a proper prediction, but just in case, if the booking score, then I want it to be 3-1. So if there's no goals, I want it to be 3-0, and if the goals, I want it to be 3-1. Meaning Man U only get to score 1 goal for this game. Right. I hope you guys enjoy the game. Family, whoever it is, welcome and thank you again for channel Goodness Fan TV. And I hope to see you again soon. Have a great day and enjoy the rest of the game. Be sure to join me here for the game live watch along soon. Till then, ta-da and peace.